Essential skills to help our youth prosper. Oh no, you woke up late. You rush out the door only to find out you have a flat tire. What do? You call into work and say I have to quit because I have a flat tire? Of course not. But most people today would call AAA or a tow service. What if that same person had taken a life skills class in high school on how to fix a flat tire? How about it's the end of the month and Sally is out shopping with her friends and sees a beautiful dress she wants to buy, and when she goes to swipe her debit card, she is declined with insufficient funds. Sally would have benefited from a life skills class that would have taught her how to balance her checking account. These are just a couple of examples that need to be addressed for our high school students. So let's look at why it's necessary. Each year, more and more high school students are walking across stages receiving their diplomas, some of which with a 2-year college degree, who have no idea how to bake a cake, balance a checkbook, or even check their engine oil. The list goes on and on. There are so many things that people used to learn at home from their grandparents or parents, sometimes even on their own. Today, people have become so used to a service for almost anything. It's easier to dine out than cook a meal. But that can get costly very quickly. Taking your clothes to a dry cleaner or to pay a seamstress to sew on a button is something even guys can learn. How to pump gas, understanding the basics of credit cards, doing your own laundry. We are living in a time where we don't see the traditional two-parent home where dad teaches us to do the manly stuff such as how to do yard work or fix a flat tire, and mom teaches us how to cook and balance a checkbook and manage our money. How can it be offered? The challenge is figuring out how to fit this into the curriculum. The easiest option would be to offer it like most high schools would offer PN Health over 18 weeks of each course. One elective could be dropped and made a requirement life skills class taking their sophomore or junior year. For most freshmen, it would probably not take the class as serious, but it would be left up to school to make that decision. Senior year, everyone is so busy getting ready for college, which makes sophomores and juniors the best fit. Although this is just an idea, it's not necessarily the best for all situations. Having the class divided into 18 weeks also will maximize the potential of course offerings. Here's an example. Maria, a junior, has Miss Smith for a life skills course. The first 18 weeks she will learn about balancing a checkbook, signing her name to important documents, possibly basics about credit cards, etc. After Christmas break, Maria will now be in, say, Mr. Lee's class, which is possibly a shop setting, where she can learn how to check her oil, change a flat, maybe even how to dress and act for a job interview, and how to fill out a job application, etc. Each of these examples could be changed around to fit the school curriculum. The future benefits for learning these skills in high school are a feeling of accomplishment. Being able to save money is a perk. The ability to be more productive and helpful people in society is an all-over win for everyone. How good would it feel to stop and help someone who is broke down on the road instead of being the one that's broken down? Also, learning a few life skills might have some impacts on the person's job choices and also have them to want to learn more skills they would otherwise feel impossible. Let's face it, not everyone is going to have access to AAA, a maid, a chef, etc. at their fingertips, but these are just simple things every adult should know how to do. Not everyone has someone that can teach these things to them, and so no one is left out in the cold. It needs to be offered to everyone. So in closing, we have looked at why the need is there, We have talked about the way it can be offered. Finally, we look at how it not only benefits the student, but also everyone. The sooner we get started implementing these classes in the high school setting, these classes don't have to be drastic. And I'm sure at 16, so some will find them boring. However, they are vital to go off on your own. We all take for granted the other people, especially parents, that do these daily tasks. Each day goes quickly, and we will, and you will also be responsible for yourself. How are college students going to be prepared if not everyone has the same advantages? We need to have everyone on an even playing field to go into their adult lives. Thank you all. Have a great day.